Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, and my co-star right here, Shorter Skywalker from the DFS Club. We're coming to you guys with a humongous 13-game Friday slate. Guys, you did it. You did it. Not only did you do it, you broke another record for views. We got over 100 and almost 40 likes. So here we go. We're going to do it. We're going to do it again right now. All right, Schroeder, you can come back in a little bit. So, congratulations to you guys. You guys got me there. If you're new, hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Love the comments, and it helps the YouTube algorithms. And so, here's what I'm going to do. I don't think we're going to hit our goal of 6,000 subs by the end of the month. We're probably not even going to hit 5.9. But if we hit 5.9, I'm going to level to you guys. 5.9, we're going to give away some huge prizes. But for now, a week from tonight, next Friday night, we'll do next Thursday night. I'm going to give away $25 via Cash App or Zelly, guys. Via Cash App or Zelly. To qualify, all you got to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and you have to be subscribed, and you have to leave me a comment down below. And you will be entered in the drawing, guys, for $25 via Cash App or Zelly. I don't have PayPal. Don't get PayPal, guys. They'll take all your money and they won't give it back just because they feel like it. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. Again, just overwhelmed with appreciation. You guys are killing it. I'm just speechless, you know. And if you're returning, and you haven't hit that subscribe button or that like button or left me a comment, do it now. Get in that contest, guys. Now we're giving away money. I'm also going to give away. Yeah, let's do it. I will also give away a 1-month subscription to the DFS Club. So we'll have one winner for the $25, and then we'll have one winner for a free month subscription to the DFS Club, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We get to 5.9K subs by the end of the month. I'm going to give away a year membership to the DFS Club. All right, so let's get it. Let's do it, guys. Let's get us there. Coors Field did go off today. So, you know, I had it in my cash line, did okay. Hopefully you guys got some takedowns. It helped to have a little bit of Philly in there. Philly went off early. Alex Wood, we nailed it with that Alex Wood value pitcher pick. Shohei Ohtani's just the man. And one last thing before I start the show, guys. I'm a little upset. So you guys know I have a huge, gigantic forehead as it is. So I go to the barbershop today. I still gotta redo my highlights. They're popping a little bit, but you know, not so much. I got some nappy ass curly hair. So I gotta highlight. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show these waves, these curls. But she did a good job, but she straightened it up here. So it made my forehead now even larger than what it was, if you could imagine that. So I mean the haircut's dope, but maybe not for someone with such a large forehead. I'm just saying, guys. So have some laughs at my expense. Look at this dome. Look at this forehead. Guys, I look like Derek White. It's just what it is, guys. So thank you guys so much. Let's give away some prizes. So make sure you guys do all that stuff to qualify. And without further ado, let's start the freaking show. All right. So, oh yeah, and the Yankees. How about them Yankees, huh? They get shut out by fucking Kansas City. Thank goodness I had Aaron Judge. Walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth. So that paid off. Benintendi leads off today. I'm like, oh, great. It's perfect. You know, he's going to go off against his former team. First game against his former team. First game as a Yankee. And no, it's the same old Benintendi. He goes out there and fucks the dog, gets a goose egg, like the rest of that damn Yankees team did. So, yeah, Coors Field was the game. The game one jinx was broken. The Dodgers got all the runs, though. Not a lot of home runs. There was a lot of RBIs, a lot of doubles, a lot of that type of stuff. But, yeah, very predictable slate. So, hopefully you guys won big. Hopefully you guys won something. I mean, because that's what it's all about, guys. Because that's what we're doing here in the DFS Club. Check it out. Let's bring it up here. DFSclub.com, guys. This is it. This is where you go to get all my lineups, ownership projections, top stacks. We do the members only podcast 1 hour before lock. That's not, I mean, check it out. We got 2 providers in one. We're not, Space and I guess that's what you call us, are providers, but some people call them coaches. I just say we're homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a club. We're not really providers. It's just a club for DFS people. That's why we're called the DFS Club, guys. But you get all that stuff. I've won all the money in the world playing DFS. DFS Space has won all the money in the world playing DFS. We've combined forces, man. Check it out. You get every single sport. Click join now. Make sure you click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, so I get credit. And just in time this weekend for that big UFC pay-per-view, guys, DFSclub.com, $14.99 a month. You can't beat it, guys. You cannot beat these prices. You can't. Every plan's the same. The only difference is the more you pay up, the more you save. We do all the prize picks in the world, sports wagering, guys. You name it, we do it. Stop losing. For crying out loud, stop losing. Start winning. Come join the DFS Club. Come join the winning team, man. DFSclub.com. Click join now. Click my logo. Pick your plans, and you guys are in. It's that easy. Come join us just in time for the weekend where every sport's going on, man. Just welcome. I mean, every day so many new members are coming in, and welcome to all the new members. And right away, you're greeted with open arms by several family members in here, telling them where to go, how you doing, welcome to the family. It's a beautiful thing, guys. We're the one, the only. You don't see that anywhere else. So stop playing, man. Come join us. I hate to see you guys miss out on this stuff. All right, so let's bring up this humongous slate here. It's pretty cut and dry, even though it's a large slate. We pretty much, kind of the same as today, right? Coors Field's on the slate. High projected total, but there's other games too. So first off, let me change the screen here before we get into it. That way you guys can see it better. There we go. My big ass forehead, you can still see it. First up, we got the Phillies at the Pirates, partly cloudy, 78 degrees, 5 mile an hour is blowing out. A lot of games, the winds are blowing out today. Only one rain concern today. That's going to be St. Louis and Washington. Other than that, we should be good to go. 4.3 for the Phils, 3.9 for the Pirates. And who the fuck is Bailey Falter here? I mean, literally, they're making up people. I swear they're making up these people. These people don't exist. Jose Quintana, who actually has a really good history against Philly. I'll get into that in the pitcher breakdown. Next up, we got Kansas City and the Yankees. Kansas City 2.8. That's about right because Kansas City don't score no runs, especially with Benintendi gone. They got nobody. And 5.4 for the Yankees. 7 mile an hour winds blowing out. We're going to have the Boob, Chris Bubik against Garrett fucking Cole, the coal mine. Next up, rain and humid, 79 degrees. 5 mile an hour winds blowing out. If this game doesn't get rained out, it's great hitting weather. St. Louis, fully loaded again. They don't got to worry about no damn shots they're forced to take. They're good to go. 5.5 for St. Louis, 4.2 for Washington. We got Miles Mikolas against Anibal Sanchez. No relation to Dirty Sanchez. And then next up, we got Detroit at Toronto. Unless you have Matt Chapman today, I did, thank goodness, because I'm always stacking Matt Chapman with my Toronto stacks. Always. They pretty much gotten you right in the old fucking prison pocket. Partly cloudy, 73 degrees. Wind swirling at 9 miles an hour. Detroit 2.9. Toronto 5.9. They got Brian Garcia, Bryan. Can't you just fucking spell it the right way? Why you got to be all creative with the, versus Alek Manoah. So I like Alex Manoah at home, 9.4K, fine option. And so Springer left today's game early with an elbow injury. So I'm wondering who's going to lead off. It's either going to be Espino or it's going to be Ramil Tapia. I'm going to assume it's going to be Tapia 3-3. So that's going to be a great play. Next up, we got Milwaukee at Boston. Partly cloudy, 81 degrees. Milwaukee's finally on the road after a long homestand where they just broke slate after slate after slate. 5.2 for Milwaukee, 4.1 for Boston. 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to right field. We got Brendan Woodruff against Brian Bello. Look at this beauty. Brian Bello, another gem right here. Next up, Cleveland at Tampa Bay. 3.3 for Cleveland. Tampa, 3.4. Oof. Shane Bieber against Jeffrey Springs. Springs looked good earlier in the year. Now he looks like he's just back to the bullpen, guys. Then we got Arizona at Atlanta. Humid, mostly cloudy, 85 degrees. Atlanta's always in play in a slate, guys. 6-mile-an-hour winds blowing out the left. Madison Bumgarner, who's actually had a good year this year. The only problem is he's going up against Atlanta. So no thank you there. Going up against Kyle Wright at 9-2. Arizona's pretty bad on the road. So Kyle Wright looks decent. Then we got Seattle at Houston. Humid, mostly cloudy, 89 degrees. The Dome, we don't know if it'll be open or not. It's under 90 degrees, so maybe. But it's a hitter-friendly park anyway. 3.3 for Seattle. 4.4 for Houston. We got Robbie Ray against Verlander. I do like Verlander here in this spot. He has a great history against Seattle. Robbie Ray, not so much, but out of the two, give me Verlander. A lot of aces today. Then we going up to the Chicago White Sox, man, against the surging Oakland A's, man. The A's are winning. They're doing it. Tony Kemp's been on fire, man. It's been beautiful. Partly cloudy, 76 degrees. 7-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to right field. 3.4 for Oakland, 4.8 for the White Sox. James Kaprielian versus Lance Lynn. Lance Lynn's not a bad cheap option at 6.8. It's just you got to look out for the A's, man. They're winning games now. Next up, we got the Dodgers at Colorado. So no rain concerns today. 80 degrees. It's going to be warmer. 7-mile-an-hour winds are now blowing out instead of 13-mile-an-hour winds blowing in. So if you noticed, I know it's very high scoring, but it could have been even more high scoring. A lot of those doubles could have been home runs if the winds weren't gusting in like that. So just imagine, right? 7-1 for the Dodgers. That's anything over 7's like the most I've seen. 4.7 for Colorado. Urias versus Chad Kuhl. Now, Urias has been really good this year. I have a rule, though. I don't roster pitchers in Coors Field. All right? I just don't do it. So, but I do like both offenses. Colorado did get shut the fuck out tonight, though. Next up, we got Texas at Anaheim. Partly cloudy, 73 degrees. Winds blowing out at 7. We're going to have Martin Perez at 8-4 against Patrick Sandoval. How about that Texas pitcher today? Fucking Bob Smith, fucking Joe Schmo got a shutout. Martin Perez looks fabulous here against the Angels. Who do they have? Nobody. And they strike out the most. They don't score runs. They're a lot like Kansas City. They just strike out more. Kansas City actually doesn't strike out that much. But yeah, Martin Perez looks like he's in a good spot here. Then we got Minnesota at San Diego. Until Tatis comes back, I love pitching at San Diego, man. They suck. 69 degrees. Winds kind of swirling at 6 miles an hour. 3.7 for Minnesota. 3.9 for San Diego. Joe Ryan in a good spot at 8.7. I like him. Blake Snell at 8.3. Also in a good spot. I like him. It's a lot of aces, guys. A lot of aces. So we're going to have to find ways to get this Coors Field game into our lineups. With all this great pitching, it's going to be hard to do, but we're going to figure this shit out. Not only that, we're going to slay this fucker. Last but not least, we got the Cubbies at the Giants. 11-mile-an-hour winds blowing out. It's going to be cold as fuck, as usual. It's like they always say. The coldest day I ever spent was how does it go? The coldest winter I've ever spent was a summer in San Francisco. I think that's how it goes. See what happens when I try and talk all fucking fancy and shit. It don't work. But it's going to be cold. Great pitching game here. Stroman versus Alex Cobb. I think 6.7 for Cobb that's a good value pitcher again. Why the hell not, right? Stroman, 8-1. He's a decent pitcher, gets strikeouts, and the Giants just not doing anything, man. So that's it for the breakdown. So stacking, you can go with a Yankee stack. I think they're back in play. I think Toronto's back in play. Milwaukee doesn't look bad on the road. It's good hitting weather at Fenway, so I don't mind that. You can always go Atlanta. And then, of course, the Dodgers and Colorado both look like good stacks. And that's about it. Obviously, number one priority is going to be Coors Field. I'd say number two for me, probably going to be the Yankees. Number three, I'm going to have to say Toronto. And then those are my top three, guys. Those are definitely my top three. All right, so let's go to individual plays. So for that, let's bring up fucking draft dashboard, guys. Let's go. Let's take a look at all these pitchers here first and foremost, because we got to get pitching right. If one thing, guys, you guys know I'm nailing these pitching calls, man. We're getting them right. So Justin Verlander, 10.5K, $600 more on FanDuel. Going up against Seattle, 32, 34, 26. Verlander's the fucking man. 32, 37 in his last two against Seattle. And then Garrett Cole against Kansas City. I don't know what I'm going to do here. If I can afford to get to both these guys, I'm just going to get to both these guys and say, fuck the rest, right? If you can do it, I highly recommend it. The thing with Kansas City is they don't strike out a lot. But Garrett Cole's been throwing over 100 pitches in his last, 6 out of 7 games. So he's a workhorse, man. Nothing less than a 20 against Kansas City in his last 5. So I like Garrett Cole. It's a great spot here, 10.4K. Brandon Woodruff, I like him better at home, but he's going to be on the road. Kind of scares me a little bit. So I like Garrett Cole here for $400 more. I like Justin Verlander for $500 more. Urias, I don't play at Coors Field. Alex Manoah, 9.4. Very entertaining to watch in the All-Star game. They had him all mic'd up and shit, but he's been phenomenal. And he's at home. 23, 26, 22, 9, 20 in his last 5. Last time against Detroit, 23 DraftKings points. So maybe, a good SP2 option there. If you can't afford to get the Cole and Verlander, right? You go Alex Manoah. Shane Bieber's a GPP play because, who is this guy, right? 8.9K. He used to be the best pitcher in the league, comparable to Verlander. Now he's just, an average pitcher, I'd say. 4, 36, 9, 13, 13. He had that 36, but other than that, guys, a 4, a 9, and a 13, and a 13. Against Tampa Bay, he's done very good in his last 3. 25, 23, and 37. So I think a GBP only play. Miles Mikolas, 8.8. Pretty solid matchup against Washington. It's just he's just so volatile, man. Doesn't get a lot of strikeouts. He's more of a ground ball pitcher. But for GBPs, he's fine. Joe Ryan, he gets San Diego, who can't hit the broadside of a barn. 8.7K, that's not too bad. He's coming off a great start. 6 innings pitched, 26 fantasy points. Man, there are just so many ways to go. But here's my SP2 right here. It's going to be Martin Perez, 8.4K against the Angels. 26 and 23 DraftKings points in his last 2. He's got the best matchup on the slate. So if you can't afford to get the Justin Verlander and Garrett Cole, or if you just want to go maybe in a GBP, go Alex Manoah and Martin Perez, and that gives you more salary for the Coors Field game if that's the way you want to go. Marcus Stroman in San Francisco looks not too bad at 8-1, 17, 18, 13 in his last 3. He's been great, man. The only thing with Stroman is not one for stamina, right? Not one for stamina. It's kind of like, God, when I used to work loss prevention at retail, these really overweight people couldn't walk, not because they were disabled, but because they were so obese. And the ones that tried to walk, man, when they would get out of the car and just walk to the cart, right? The ones that the mobile carts, they'd be like, after taking 3 steps. That's kind of like Marcus Stroman. He did pitch 6 innings last game, but before that, he only goes 4, maybe 5 innings. So FanDuel, I'd stay the fuck away. But DraftKings at 8-1, maybe. You got Lance Lynn in a great matchup against Oakland. 6.8K. Just be careful, man. Just be careful. He does have a -9 3 games ago, a 7 and a 5. So, but it's the matchup against Oakland that's very tempting, and he's only 6.8K. You got Alex Corn on the Cob, 6.7K. Against Chicago at home. It's going to be cold. Very cold. It's going to be like a winter day here. So 6.7 Alex Cobb. It's very good for pitching. and especially in that stadium. And then here's what I wanted to talk about. Jose Quintana. So coming off a great start last game, 7 innings pitched, 25 DraftKings points. He's only 6.9K, and it's 69. That's what she said. He's going up against the Phillies. Now look at this history against the Phillies. 35, great outing last time against them. 19, 23, 26. I think we're going to start seeing a better Quintana now. It's later in the season. He's fully stretched out now. He's one of these pitchers that are good, but just was hurt all year. So I think he's worth a look at 6.9K as a value pitcher. Don't forget about my man Kyle Wright. So he might go overlooked. He's 9-2 at home. Arizona's terrible on the road. 25, 19, 18 his last 3. He'll pitch 7 to 9 innings. If he's doing great, they'll keep him out there. So last time against Arizona, 23 DraftKings points. He looks pretty good. So favorite value pitcher that I feel most confident in is probably Alex Cobb for the Giants at 6-7. Then you got Lynn, you got Quintana, Showman. Favorite mid-tier is Martin Perez, and it's not even close. Going up against the Angels. Favorite pay-up. Man, it's close. I'm going to have to take Garrett Cole because he got the better matchup. Seattle can't hit the ball. Seattle at least has fucking Rodriguez on the team, right? So I'd say Garrett Cole. All right, let's go position by position. That's what she said. Let me get a drink of water here, guys. The no Rockstar diet. Well, cutting back Rockstar diet till no diet. I've noticed too, since I've lost all this weight, like all this loose skin, not to mention I have probably a big ass forehead like Derek White, but all this loose skin now because I'm losing weight too fast. And I'm just gulping all this water. And I'm not liking it, man. I'm not liking all this loose skin. I look like a fucking basset hound. All right, let's go. Here we go. We're going to do it again right now. Shout out to Jack Remney. So we're going to go to Coors Field. Freddie the Freak Freeman. Yesterday's thumbnail knocked it out of the park with 22 fantasy points. Him and Trey Turner just broke the slate. 5.8K. You're going to go right back here. He's 1 for 9 against Cool lifetime, but I mean, he's going up against a righty. Freddie the Freak. Yep. Vladimir Guerrero had a bad game. It happens. It happens. But Toronto's facing a guy that Detroit made up. So it's hard not to be back on Toronto. These bats just need to wake up. They had a bad day. It's 5-6. I think you take a shot there. Again, GPPs. Maybe you take another shot of fading Coors Field and going with like Toronto and New York. It's the same game plan for me today as it was yesterday. Rowdy Tellez at 4-6, coming off a 2 home run game, gets a Fenway Park game where the weather's great. It's a righty, and they're going up against Bello, like fucking, I don't know, Chow Bello, another made up person. So yeah, Rowdy looks good. Anthony Rizzo looks good for New York, 4.5. His price has come down. We've been paying 5+ K for Anthony Rizzo all fucking year. 2 for 4 against the Boob, 1 single, 1 homer, and he crushes lefties, man. Jose Miranda has been on fire for Minnesota. Saskatchewan. One day I got to get the Saskatchewan fucking accent right. That sounded more Asian than Saskatchewanian. 3.4K, but 2017, 19 in his last 3, man. So Miranda's turning it on. He's coming up. CJ Cron at Coors Field at 5K. He's had a good history against Urias, surprisingly. 7 for 20. It's a 350 average, 3 singles, 2 doubles, 2 jacks. Coming off a goose egg, but so is everybody else on that Colorado team. And then this, I just have to point this out, guys. So Carlos Santana, this is how old this motherfucker is. He's faced Justin Verlander 81 times. 81 times. That's a lot of looks. 235 average. He's only got 19 hits and 81 at bats, but he does have 9 home runs. I have yet to see a batter have 9 home runs off a pitcher career-wise. I haven't seen it yet. This is the first time I've seen it on this season. So 5 singles, 5 doubles, 9 home runs. You guys are feeling like Carlos Santana is going to go for that 10th home run against Verlander career-wise. I think he's in play at 3K. It's kind of a sneaky one-off. All right, let's go to second base. Gavin Lux, 2 for 3, 15 fantasy points today. Just the Dodgers, yep. Don't forget about the Rockies too, man. I think they're going to come back. Tony Kemp has been great for Oakland. He's a nice one-off play. He's actually hitting with some power. He's still in bases. This is the Tony Kemp we all know and love. He leads off. He's only 2-5, 15, 7, 25, 14, 2 in his last 5. Going up against Lance Lynn, who's lefties, righties. It doesn't matter with Kemp. Yeah, he's been great. Jose Altuve, 5-2, has not been great. History against Robbie Ray has been great. OPS versus lefties is great. A lot of greats. 917 OPS versus lefties. 11 for 19 against Ray lifetime. That's a 579 batting average. 579. 5 singles, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs. So love Jose Altuve at 5-2, man. He might be really sneaky. You get him a super duper, quadruple duper low ownership. And then Brendan Rodgers for Colorado, 4-7. I love playing him against lefties. He mashes lefties. Absolutely mashes lefties. 971 OPS versus lefties. Gotta love it, man. Let's go to third base. You gotta love Austin Riley. Whenever Austin Riley is going up against, I mean, it doesn't matter lefties or righties. He's kind of caught up. He was more of a lefty killer, but now the OPS is kind of leveling out for both. You're gonna do an Atlanta stack. He's probably my favorite player on Atlanta. Going up against Bumgarner, who's actually having a good year this year, believe it or not. Let's see here. Justin Turner, bats 5th. Got 9 fantasy points today, only 3 at bats. I mean, him and Muncy, man, what the fuck happened to these guys? If these guys don't turn it up, man, the Dodgers don't look as good as they used to at the beginning of the season. So they're not a lock to win it all like they were. The Yankees might give them a good run, man. Matt Chapman at 4-4. Why not? Whenever I stack Toronto, I always put Chapman in there. Now, normally I like it a lot better against lefties, but the OPS versus lefties versus righties, it's not too much off. But Chapman's always live, man. 4-4. He's not too expensive. 2 home runs today. And again, Max Muncy, FanDuel only. I'd say FanDuel only. He's 3-9 on DraftKings, but FanDuel, he's only 2-9. So not bad for a guy that has somewhere been a good baseball player at some point in his career, just not this year. Let's go to shortstop because we won't stop and we can't stop. Trey Turner, 2 home runs today. I think it was 2. 5.6K. I like him against lefties, but it doesn't matter with him, man. He's the ultimate package, like Lex Luger, before he broke his back and became paralyzed and killed Miss Elizabeth. But that's a different video for a different day. Steals bases, doubles, triples, home runs, does it all, guys. All purpose, 5-6. And then Bogarts, man. I told you guys, hopefully you guys played him today. I played him on FanDuel only, guys. FanDuel only. He's going up against Woodruff. I get it. It's not the best matchup, but that FanDuel price of 2.9K, that's too cheap for Bogarts. 32 DraftKings points today. Double dong. Let's go. Give me Bogarts at 5-3 at 2-9 on FanDuel only. And then Jose Iglesias. So some of these Colorado guys have really good histories against Urias. That's why I'm kind of tempted not to play him. I'm not going to play Urias. He's 4-4, 4 for 8 against him lifetime. That's 500 and a home run. Iglesias isn't known for his power at all. He's got a home run off him. He's a lefty crusher, 1 single, 2 doubles. So Iglesias, yep, not Enrique. Let me be your hero. Not that guy. All right. So I got a story about that too. We ain't got time. It's a 13-game slate, but remind me to tell you guys on a smaller slate, I have a great Enrique Iglesias story at a concert. Gotta hear it. Aaron Judge, 6.2K. Yep. Mookie Betts, 5.7K. Give me Aaron Judge instead, but Mookie in Coors Field's kind of tempting. But Judge, man, he's got now 29 home runs this year. He's on pace to get like 56. So, yeah. Bring back the steroid era for fuck's sake, man. We want to see home runs. Juan Soto, 5.4K. It's been rumors he's going to be traded, but still haven't seen it yet. He's a righty crusher. He gets Mikolas. I like him. He's going to be showcasing. Cody Bellinger, Not bad for his price tag at 3.4. Got 13 DraftKings points today. I always play him against righties. Bats lower part of the in the order, but I still love him at 3.4K. Nolan Jones, goose egg today. Finally, right? But it's gonna happen. The only problem is he's facing a lefty, so be careful here. He's never hit a lefty, right? Let that sink in. He has never hit a lefty. Batting average of 0 against a lefty. Today could be the day, though. Jake Lamb did absolutely nothing today. 2.1K, though. If he bats fifth again, it's kind of hard not to play him against a right-handed pitcher, right? Charlie Blackmon, 5.3K. Decent history against Urias with a 348 average. 23 at bats, 5 singles, 2 doubles, and a triple. I think Colorado put some runs on the board this game. Pair him up with Chris Bryant, 5.1K. 381 against Urias himself. 6 singles, 1 double, 1 jack. And he's that OPS is almost at 1 for lefties. Crushes lefties. T-Score Hernandez can go fuck himself. Andrew Benintendi led off today. So if he leads off again at 4-6, is a revenge game. He choked under pressure. Maybe he comes back. He feels like a jackass. They roast him in the locker room, and he comes out today and shines. So 4-6. If he leads off again, I like it. And Christian Yelich is Christian Yelich again, man. 15 and 14 in his last 2. He's going up against Bello. Don't overlook this Milwaukee team against Bello, guys. They're in a great spot. I got to remind myself, too. I know I have a rule where I only play Milwaukee at home, but damn, they're facing a guy named Bello at Fenway and great hitting weather. So don't forget about Milwaukee. And then let's just talk about Stephen Piscotty. You want to pair him up with Tony Kemp, a little two-man stack. They're both 2-2 and 2-3. 2-3 for Piscotty. He's 5 for 12 against Lance Lynn. 3 singles, 1 triple, 1 homer. 19 and 12 in his last 2. And he's only 2.3K. Bats in the top 5. So don't forget about my man Piscotty and Kyle freaking Tucker, 4.7K. Against Robbie Ray, he's only faced him 7 times. But listen to this. 4 for 7. 2 singles, 2 homers. I love Kyle Tucker at 4.7. I love that he's under 5K now. Give me that Kyle Tucker. All right, so that's it for the player-by-player breakdown. And that's it for the team-by-team, guys. That's going to do it for the video. We're going to take a night off from Shorter's picks tonight. He's worn out. We played a lot today. So, yeah, guys, again, thank you so much. DFSclub.com. Come join the family. Come celebrate with us, man. The weekend's here. We got UFC. We got NASCAR, tennis, MLB, WNBA. Everything's going. So come join the DFS club, guys. Stop losing. Start winning. Come be a part of something special. The atmosphere in here is just, you guys are going to love it. You guys are going to absolutely love it. Blame the Flame. One of our family members in here won like $800 tonight. I mean, somebody wins big. When my lineups win big, everybody wins big. When people make their own, that's when, when I say they won huge, doesn't mean everybody did, but the members only podcast, I throw out the fire. You guys think my video picks are good? You should hear these podcasts, the members only podcast videos. When the final decisions are made, lineups are out, like Ramel Tapia. I got to see where he's at in the lineup tomorrow. If he's going to lead off for Toronto, I'm getting his ass in there. So thank you guys so much. Again, just to qualify for that $25, to qualify for that free month of the DFS Club, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. And if we get to 5.9 subs by the end of the month, we're going to give away a free fucking year to the DFS Club. How's that sound? So tell your friends, tell your family, share the videos, man. It gets more eyes on the videos. And yeah, man, the views. It feels like the old days. This is how, I was getting probably 1,400 views a day. So we're getting back there. It hasn't been ever since COVID hit, everything went to shit, including DFS sports, but it looks like it's starting to come back. So I'm so excited. A lot of people gave up. You notice a lot of people that used to be on YouTube, they're not on YouTube anymore. They just gave up. I will never give up. I will never retire. And most of all, I will never give up on you guys. You don't give up on me, I won't give up on you. So thank you so much again. Let's get to 1,000 views, man. Let's go. I'll keep giving away free stuff. All right. It's the least I can do. The way you can help me out, again, subscribe, like, hit that comment, share the video, and join the DFS Club. $14.99 a month, guys. That's it. That's it. You get everything. Every damn thing I got to offer you guys. So my name's Gabriel Skywalker. It's a big slate. I got a couple UFC fights to watch, and then I'll be ready to do the UFC video tomorrow. And for fuck's sake, can we get more than 200 views for the UFC video, please? Those are my favorite videos. 200 views, and we got only 3 fights wrong out of 14. So it's free money, guys. It's free picks. So I'm rambling. That's what I do. I'm trying putting on a show. Not as much energy tonight. I'm just so tired. It's been a long day. But I love what I do. I love doing this for you guys. I love doing these videos. I love to entertain. And thank you guys so much. I love you. God bless you. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Get in for that free money. And get in for that free month of the DFS Club. I'm Gabriel Skywalker. Shorter Skywalker's over there. We'll be back tomorrow with Shorter's picks. So let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody, especially this big ass forehead up here. It's got a lot of MLB DFS knowledge and other DFS sports knowledge. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. God bless. Subscribe.